Well, good evening, everybody. Obviously, one of you's heard me speak before and you tried to put the fire alarm off. It didn't work. It's really lovely to be here, and what a timely day. I think it's a day of great hope for all of us, and we're all looking to the future. And what we've all been seeing and hearing as we've spoken to businesses like Adecco and our other partners, people like Jane. Apologies, any of you that I've met in a tiny square on my laptop and haven't recognised in real life. It's great to see you. And people like Robbie and John and all the policymakers that we're working, people are really looking to the future. And they're very excited about levelling up. You know, everybody who was involved in those local election campaigns, people we spoke to, they are really, really serious about it. And this issue is having resonance with real people all over the country. And I think what's interesting, and particularly just reflecting on what Justine just said, this is not about north and south, urban, rural, east, west. It's about the whole country and what we do, and really how we build back better after the pandemic. So it's been fantastic. I've really, really, really enjoyed the work that I've been doing, you know, with all the team, Callum and Danny and Anne and John and, sorry, Lord Walney. I'm sorry, but I'll never get used to that. But also Alex and Sandia and the team that I've met today. And you've said, you know, you've been with Adecco 20 years. Why did you stay? What, you left and you came back because it's a great place to work. And your mission is to try and place other people in places like that and make them love their work. If you love your job, if you love what you do, and every morning you think, I can't wait to get out of bed, that's a real gift. And you're giving that. So what you do through your amazing work is by giving people a purpose. And having that purpose gives them joy, it gives them opportunity, it gives them that to their families and their wider communities. So the work you're doing it really is crucial work. And I think this is what Justine and Anne and everybody involved, this is what I want to say. Purposeful, profitable businesses, this is what we need, because that's the only way we can have a stronger country, and that's the only way that you can really bring that true meaning to people's lives. I mean, what you're doing, it's so inspiring. When I look about what you're doing with NEETs, what you're doing with disabled people, I've been working with disabled people since I was a teenager, and yet we see the rates of unemployment is just, it's astounding. It's an absolute source of national shame. But that commitment to disabled people, for me, means a lot. The way that you're saying, we want all these NEETs, we're going to have this massive percentage of people, we're going to work on the cold spots. And the cold spots stuff that you're doing, you look at it, I was just talking to Justine, you don't look at Rutland and Melton and think, it's a cold spot. You think, oh, it's lovely, Stamford, I've had a lovely afternoon tea there. But there are places which really need levelling up. And that providing opportunity and providing meaningful work I think it's so underestimated, the role that organisations like yours have. So Alex, I think personally, you need to take a real, I think we all need to give her a nice round of applause, because it's been a great thing that you've done here. I just want to talk about the action plan, and a real big thank you, not only to everybody internally on Adecco. We know that Callum and John are very good at sending people emails in the middle of the night and expecting them to turn them around. So thank you for being so responsive. That makes our lives a lot easier. But all the input that you've done on the action plan, I mean, the action plan is going to be a trailblazer. You are going to set the standard for the whole, not only for your industry, but for everybody you work with. And those standards, it'll be such a great force multiplier within our country. I'd say on the operational impact, what we say is the best sign of a purpose-led company is when this grows organically. So well done on that. I've talked about NEETs. This is, I think, a lot of the time, and this is something that Justine obviously knows so much about, this group of people, we need to work with them and we need to bring them on, and this report will say that. The community impact, what you're doing in these cold spots, and I urge any of you who haven't read the report, go back and look at them, because they're all over the country. And I think, again, this shows that levelling up is not just about one place or another. It's about finding those cold spots and really working on them. And finally, on thought leadership, I think we were already living through a real period of change. This is like the end of the 20th century that we're living through now. The gig economy, new technology, completely different working patterns. But the pandemic has just absolutely turbocharged that. And so we are not going to be able to have leadership just through working with policymakers, however great and forward-thinking they are. These ideas and these solutions need to come from business. So the thought leadership that you are providing through the amazing hard work you've done will let us build together with people like Jane, with people like other businesses, with the policymakers, really to make a difference. So thank you to all of you. Thank you for putting on this amazing party. Sorry we can't be outside, but we can't do anything about the weather. And Alex, the floor is yours.